Hello, everyone. Welcome back to AOC. I'm glad to see that you all made it back. So, today we're going to continue with part one of the IELTS spoken exam part. And I want to touch on one thing real quick scoring criteria. So, there's a few parts that they're going to be looking at, a few things they're going to look at, four of them exactly. So, first one is fluency and coherence. How well you speak. Do you take a lot of breaks or pause too much? Number two, lexical resource. How well you use vocabulary and idioms. Three, grammatical range and accuracy. How good is your grammar? How well can you use a variety of grammatical structure? Number four, pronunciation. How clear is your pronunciation? And how many words do you have issues with? Okay. So fluency, coherence, lexical resource, grammatical range and accuracy, and pronunciation. Okay. So keep that in mind. Now, we are going to talk about more stuff about part one. So, here's what I wanted to touch on. I mean, breakdown. Very important to know and understand there. So, part one, 5 minutes. That part is going to be 5 minutes long, 4 to 5 minutes long. Part two is 3 minutes. You get 1 minute to prepare, 2 minutes to speak. So that's 3 minutes. Part three is going to be 5 to 6 minutes. About 6 minutes, but somewhere around in there. It kind of, I think, kind of depends on the examiner themselves. But these are very important, very good numbers to know. Cause, and here's why, and I'm going to teach you this as we go. Part one, part two, you have a specified amount of time. 4 to 5 minutes in part one, 3 minutes in part two. That's it. That's all she wrote. It's done. So if you do the math on part one, it kind of ends up to being about 27 to like 43 seconds per question. So here's what I want you to do. Get a stopwatch, time yourself, write out about 10 sentences. At this point in time, it doesn't matter if they're accurate, if they're perfect, beautiful sentences, doesn't matter if they are in order. All you're looking for is how fast you speak. As you notice, I have to remind myself to slow down, to speak a little bit slower, because I am kind of a fast speaker. So, you're going to want to do the same thing. Either remind yourself to speak faster or slower. Okay? You want to monitor yourself. So, write out like 10 sentences. Time yourself. You need to be between 27 and 40 some seconds. Okay? So, get your minimum amount. For 27 seconds, I speak 4 sentences. For say 45 seconds, I speak 7 sentences. So you want to be right in there, 4 to 7 seconds, if that's what you find out. Okay. That's very important. That's crucial because you're going to build your answers based on that. Okay. Part two, speak for 2 minutes. Come up with a bunch of sentences, like 20 sentences. Time yourself for 2 minutes. Timing is everything. Time yourself. So you know I need to speak at least this amount. Okay. Now they do say you have to speak between 1 to 2 minutes. I say speak for 2 minutes. Actually, I say speak until they stop you. Don't wait for them. Or wait for them. Yes, wait for them. Sorry, I misspoke. Let them stop you because you don't lose any points whatsoever on that. If you stop be too soon, like on part two, if you're only talking for 50 some seconds and you stop, you're going to lose points. So speak until they stop you. So know how many sentences. Okay? Know it. Get it drilled into your head. I have to speak 17 sentences. So do that. Keep it going. Now, they don't ever take points away if they stop you. Never. They're not allowed to. They only take points away if you don't speak long enough. That's very crucial. So, part one, questions are typically icebreakers about simple topics: your likes, dislikes, daily activities, your opinions, little opinions. They're designed to make you feel comfortable, to get you to relax, to not overthink things. So it's going to be, personal information, habits, preferences, opinion based questions like mild opinions. Um, you know, like, um, like, what would be a good opinion based one? Um, do you like watching movies? That's okay. Nah. Ah, I think I found one. Do you think social media is useful? Okay. So that's not a big one. That's not a big part three one. It's not a big blown, long drawn out, blah, 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 blah. Okay. That's a short one. Keep it short. Keep it to between your, about your limit, your max limit. If it's 7 sentences maximum that you need to do, answer it in 5 sentences and then fill in the gaps until they stop you. Okay. There's a couple of cool little tips I'm going to tell you for answering these questions. Okay. The first one is called a 1, 2, 3 method. It's a simple formula for answering. So, one, answer the question directly, give a simple, clear response in 1 sentence. Boom. Yes, I like watching movies. Boom. Done. Explain or give a reason. Add 1 or 2 sentences, probably about 2 sentences, to explain why. I love watching movies because they are very relaxing and enjoyable. I love the ones that have a lot of action if I'm wanting to be pumped up for the day. I like the ones that are love romantic ones. If I'm at home with my significant other, to relax and cuddle and snuggle with them. 3, give an example or extra details. I really love for action movies, I love the Fast and Furious movies. They're about cars, the cars go fast. It's about family. So they're focused on family. They're just awesome, overall awesome movies that have a fast pace to them. Okay. So that's one, two, three. 1, 2, 3 punch. There's another one which actually works pretty good for the opinion based questions. And it's called get this, ready for it? Prep. PREP. IELTS prep. So the first P is point. State your main idea. Get to your point. Boom. First sentence. R. Reason. Explain why you think that. E. Give example. P. Final P. Paraphrase. Repeat or reinforce your main point in a new way. Don't do it the same way. Not the same way for the first P. Kind of paraphrase the PRE a little bit differently to reinforce what you're saying. And you're going to pass it with flying colors. Before I stop the video, let me see if there's anything else. Keep talking until they stop. But here's a backup. Here's another point about that one. Don't just ramble. Stay on topic. Stay on topic. Another one is overusing filler. Uh, like, well, don't do those. That is a sign that your English is very, very low. It's very weak. You don't have the skills yet to really do well at this. Okay. So watch those. They really, really, really hate those. It's kind of like their pet peeve. Don't do them. There's other tricks that I will show you a little bit later on, but we're not going to go over those right now. So we're close to the end of this video. I don't want to make them too long, so I'm going to leave you with this. Again, there's 3 QR codes. Left bottom, link tree for all of our social media links. Middle one, our main page to our website, where you're going to gather more information, blog information and stuff. The third one on the right, the far right, that is for our booking page. So if you're ready to book a lesson, we'd love to see you and love to start working with you and help you build your IELTS score to a 9. Let's get you a 9. So final thought, also click the follow, click the subscribe so you don't miss any more videos. Click like, click share, help us out. Helping us out helps you out. It keeps us making these videos so you keep learning more. I will see you next time. Have a wonderful day. See you in the next video.